This Boston Celtics beatdown on the Golden State Warriors might just be one of the craziest games that I've ever seen. I mean, it's not every day or every week or even every NBA season that you see a team win by 52 points. In fact, in all of NBA history, believe it or not, only 43 games have been played where one team beats the other by 50 or more points. Tonight was one of those. This season, we've had one game have a bigger point differential, but that was between the Thunder and the Blazers. Honestly, these are two much bigger market teams, and it was just ridiculous. The Celtics are bona fide championship contenders. I don't see anyone beating them this season because they are just better. They have been playing at a different level the entire season, and they smoked the Warriors tonight without Kristaps Porzingis. I mean, this was just crazy. It was like the NBA Finals of 2 years ago, but instead of losing, the Celtics were the better team through and through. To quickly recap the game, the Warriors were at one point up in the first quarter, and then the Boston Celtics went on a 23-1 run to close out the first quarter and led 44-22. That's when, in the second quarter, the Warriors put in Wardell Stephen Curry to try to get a groove and, maybe keep this game alive. Yeah, that didn't happen. The Celtics tripled the Warriors' score in the second quarter, 48-16, and they took a halftime lead that was more than 40 points of the Warriors' score. Then the Boston Celtics outscored the Dubs again, 33-24, and in the fourth quarter, 25-26, with the final score of the game being 140-88. Yeah, that's right. 140-88. Let me just let that sink in real quick and compare it to some other historical performances that we've seen. This game was record-breaking on both sides of the fact, because in the first quarter, the Celtics had the biggest lead ever through one half in franchise history, and the Warriors had the biggest deficit in one half through franchise history. That was also the same story at the end of the game when the Celtics ultimately beat the Warriors by 52, which was the biggest dub in their franchise's history and the biggest loss for the Warriors in Steve Kerr era. Now, you could make the argument that if you're a Warriors fan, yes, the Warriors were without Andrew Wiggins and Brandon Podziemski. But oh my goodness, guys, this Boston Celtics team is really, really like that. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down how they won this game by so much and why they are basically sure to win the 2024 NBA championship. I mean, honestly, I'll be going through my reasons later in this video, but I don't see a team beating them. But before I get into speculation, let's just dive into the rock-hard facts. Because Stephen Curry today versus the Celtics had 4 points, 3 assists, and 2 turnovers. He shot 15.4% from the field, 0 of 9 from 3, and 15.4% true shooting percentage. Additionally, his plus-minus was a -29, and this sentiment was occurred throughout most of the Warriors roster, with 5 players under a -30, and the leading scorer, that is Lester Quinones, with a plus-minus of -42. -42 points of a plus-minus, but if you zoom out, it's in a 52-point loss, so I guess he was better than the team. It was honestly just embarrassing tonight for the Warriors and crazy for the Celtics. The fans in TD Garden started doing the wave in the fourth quarter. I cannot believe this. Brown had 29 points and 5 3-point makes. And that's where the game really started to get out of hand. Because Draymond Green, for whatever reason, just kept letting Jaylen Brown shoot the ball. I don't know what he was thinking, but apparently he wasn't thinking at all. Because this was possibly the worst game plan that you could have chosen. Like, out of all the game plans, letting Jaylen Brown, an all-star, shoot, that's just a bad idea. Additionally, Jayson Tatum had 27 points on 9 of 13 from the field and 4 of 5 from 3, along with 5 assists. The Boston Celtics are now 29-3 at home and command the best record in the entire NBA. It's honestly just insane to see. And if I'm being totally honest right now, I think that the Celtics will win the 2024 NBA championship. Now, yes, there are plenty of good teams in the NBA right now, both in the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference. You have the New York Knicks, who just traded for a few pieces in the deadline, but as we all know, they're playoff chokers. They haven't really been good in the playoffs in this entire stretch with Brunson and Randall, and it's not going to magically fix itself this season. Next, you have, what other team? Honestly, there aren't that many. They're the Bucks, who have Dame and Giannis, and yeah, they've been good recently, but they just don't have enough pieces to lock down this insane Celtics team. Then you have the Indiana Pacers, who have Tyrese Haliburton and Pascal Siakam. That's basically it. Tyrese Haliburton has been playing like crap recently. I'm gonna be totally honest, and I just don't see that team winning anything in the foreseeable future, much less this season against a stacked Celtics team. Then you can throw in the Cavs. You can throw in some other teams like the Heat, I guess. Throw in the Sixers. None of them are even in the same stratosphere as the Celtics. The Celtics are just so good. And then go to the Western Conference. By the way, they'll only have to play one Western Conference team in the finals, and that means that Western Conference team is going to be weak. Because currently, that conference is more stacked than the Eastern Conference, and honestly, I don't see a best team in the Western Conference right now. You can argue that the Nuggets are the team to beat over there, but at the very same time, you have teams like the Clippers who have been just on streaks this entire season. You have the Timberwolves who, yes, they did lose today, but it was a very, very close loss, and they probably could have won. You have a team like the Suns, who of course have star power that you can never write out. And honestly, some people still have the Lakers and the Warriors in, but as we just saw, the Celtics could smoke the Warriors. And I say all this as a Warriors fan, by the way. And the Lakers are a very good team, but they just haven't been able to put it together ever since the 2020 NBA season. To sum it up, the Celtics are overpowered. They just did NBA history and smoked the Golden State Warriors. Like the video if you enjoyed and you think the Celtics will win this year's NBA championship, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.